So as many of you guys do know, with Coachella lining up for this April, Travis Scott set to headline the festival alongside creative director the whole thing. He said on Instagram, y'all boys got April to drop because I'm coming. A lot of fans are expecting, is Travis Scott going to be dropping new music? Is a new album on the way? New album, new performance before Coachella? Travis Scott just did an article with Billboard Magazine and he revealed all, so let's get into it. So this is the article that Travis Scott did do with Billboard Magazine and released yesterday. I kind of skimmed through it already and I just kind of highlighted the most important parts with Orange. But before we get into that, like we said in the intro, a lot of people are speculating, is Travis Scott going to be dropping before Coachella? He said, new chapter, new performance, new Coachella by La Flame and Cactus Jack. First of its kind, PS, y'all got till April because I'm coming. Essentially, he's headlining the festival, new chapter, new performance. Y'all got till April because I'm coming. I'm thinking we could expect a new album from Travis Scott essentially within 2 months, which is crazy. And in this Billboard article, he revealed a ton, right? So let's start off with this, right? So they asked him the question, where are you heading musically on your next album? Travis says, I want to say the title right now, but people aren't going to understand it. I have some more tweaking to do. So it looks like Travis does have the title on hand ready to go. He did say I have some more tweaking to do, so let's see. And then they responded by saying, fair, but where are you going sonically? I feel like for Utopia, I was striving to push things to a high level. I've been having so much fun with music and stuff, and I think it's cool to be artistic and have fun with it. I've been producing more, making a lot of the album, and going in on that level, making it more exciting. I can't wait actually. So it looks like this next album following Utopia, whatever it is, it does seem like it's going to be more of like a fun and artistic approach from Travis Scott. He's simply just trying to have fun with it, and it kind of does make sense because people are thinking, with this post right here, a lot of people are thinking, an album's going to come. He's speaking on the title XYZ. We all know Travis Scott went on tour. He had that huge world tour, essentially. Yeah, it was a world tour, and we all know he was crafting the album on that tour. So a lot of people were like, why is Travis dropping so early from Utopia? It hasn't even been 2 years yet. It's going to be 2 years within July of this year, right? July 28, 2023. So it's only been a year and a half since Utopia's dropped, and it looks like Travis Scott is getting ready to drop again, right? And people were like, Asteroid Utopia, it was that long of a wait. Personally, I don't even think it was supposed to be that long of a wait. I only think it was because of the Asteroid situation. But honestly, I think it's time for a new Travis Scott album. For me, to be quite honest, I actually loved Utopia. At first, I wasn't really the big fan of it. Then it slowly kept creeping up on me, and I ultimately enjoy the project right now. But I mean, you gotta look at it. Like we said earlier, Travis Scott went on a whole tour already. He toured the entire world, Utopia World Tour. Insane. He's already presented this album to the masses already. It's kind of already got its highlights. I mean, I don't really know any songs on Utopia that are still moving to this day. I mean, there is Fiend, but I know a lot of people are tired of Fiend. And I mean, Travis Scott, like we said, he was on his tour, cooking up on the tour. And I'm thinking this album, I don't think it's gonna be as serious as Utopia. I don't think Travis Scott's gonna try to set the bar extremely high. And I think this is gonna be Travis's project to where, like he said, I've just been having so much fun with this music and stuff. I think it's cool to be artistic and have fun with it. I definitely do think it's gonna be a great album. I mean, it's Travis Scott. Has he ever missed? Travis Scott doesn't have one miss in his catalog, in my opinion. But I don't think it's going to be as serious as an album as Utopia that goes in deep. He made it on tour, having fun with it. Let's have a good time. Post Utopia, year and a half. Coachella was popping. So he said new chapter, new performance. Y'all got till April because I'm coming. Actually, when is Coachella? Coachella 2025 is sitting on April 11th and 13th. And then the second weekend is going to be the 18th through the 20th, right? Y'all know Coachella has two weekends. So earliest we could probably see if this Travis Scott album does release is before April 11th, I'm guessing. Maybe earliest April 4th, or he could just drop the same weekend as Coachella, either weekend 1 or 2 being the 11th or the 18th. Who really knows? But that's crazy to think of because April 11th, we were talking about on stream yesterday because Ken's dropping the same day. April 11th is 60 days away. That's going to be crazy, but that's everything he kind of spoke on regarding this new album. There's no title, and it looks like he's just going to be having fun with it. And then we do know that Travis Scott should be fully producing this project, or at least the majority of this project. So an entire project from Travis Scott that's going to be fun, lit. It's going to be most likely before Coachella, or at least drop within the weekend of Coachella. Things are looking very, very good for spring 2025. Then somebody asked him, at this point in your career, is there anyone left you want to get in the studio with? He said, yeah, it's a band called Crew Rangbin. Personally, I've never heard of him. He said, I want to work with them. This might be crazy, but I would love to get Taylor Swift or Sabrina Carpenter on a hook. That is going to be the biggest cheat code of all time. Y'all know I call Travis Scott the bundle tryhard. Travis Scott will sell a water bottle and he'll sell 100K units first week. He's gonna sell anything and make it just explode in terms of sales. You put Travis Scott or Sabrina Carpenter on a hook, make that a single or at least one song of the album, that's going stupid. You got Travis Scott in 2025, one of the most lit rappers on the planet, insane fan base who eat up sales, right? Then you literally got one of the biggest females on the planet, if not the biggest, Taylor Swift or Sabrina Carpenter. You put them two in collaboration, Travis and one of these, this is gonna be scary. This is gonna be huge. Is the song gonna sound good? Honestly, I think Taylor Swift can cook up a mean hook, to be quite honest. I personally prefer Sabrina Carpenter, but that would be an insane collab between those two. I don't think anybody would expect that, but I'm actually curious to see what comes from this. I would love to see that because we know Sabrina and Travis were going back to back for albums when Days Before Rodeo dropped. They said you and Carpenter were going head to head last year on the charts. When her album beat Days Before Rodeo in its opening week, Travis Scott said, "Charge smarts, man. Who measures that? Her album's cool. Days Before Rodeo is 10 years old. It all works." Travis capping, you know he's capping because he was selling every single little thing to get every penny from the fans to equate to an album sales. Me personally, I'm for it, right? Travis Scott has a fan base that buys all of his merch bundles. If you have a fan base that's willing to spend money, and honestly, Travis Scott merch over the years has kind of became like this collectible type thing, right? His fans are gonna buy it, you know, you can't really blame him, right? He's got a lit fan base who rides with him, right? So you can't really talk down on the whole album sales bundles type thing from Travis Scott, right? And that's basically kind of the most important things, right? Then they said your debut album, Rodeo, turns 10 this year. Do you have any special memories for that era? Because we seen the 10 year of Days, right, of last year. He says, "I do. I got a lot. Rodeo's lit. The only thing I wish from the album, and I probably should do for the 10-year anniversary, is that the action figure would come out on a USB and not a CD. That's the main thing, and it never happened. That album's creation was everything for me. Touring, working, etc. blah, blah, blah." So it does look like for the 10-year anniversary of Rodeo, we are going to get something in similar to like what he did with Days Before Rodeo back in the summer of last year. So that's going to be pretty cool. And I believe that's everything of the most important. Yeah, that's kind of like the most important things Travis spoke on regarding the music, right? So it does look like April is the word for Travis. That's pretty crazy. We're getting an April Travis Scott album. I wouldn't put all my money on it, but I would say I'm like 60% confident, right? From this article and then obviously from this post right here. That's going to be crazy. Coachella is going to be stupid, right? Because it's creative directed by Travis. We seen what he did at ComplexCon, but Coachella is a whole nother beast. That's literally the top of top festivals. So that's going to be pretty crazy, right? Travcella is going to be nuts. New chapter, new performance. Y'all got till April because I'm coming. Spoke on everything in this article. We are ready and we will be there 1000%. As more info comes out regarding this new album, project, whatever the hell this is, we will be covering it on the channel. If you guys like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. MONEYMAY is it, and I'm out. Thank you guys.